Friends, Dr. Lisa here, physical therapist and osteoporosis exercise expert. And today's episode is all about grip strength and strength in our forearms and wrists. And if you were diagnosed with osteoporosis or low bone mass in your wrist, this is the episode for you. Hey, if you're new here, this is Brick House Bones, where every week we go over evidence-based treatments to help prevent fractures, be more resilient, and enjoy all the things we enjoy doing, even if we have osteoporosis. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed already, I would be very honored if you would. I have so much information on this channel to share with you. Thanks for being here. All right, so we want to talk about grip strength today. And we know grip strength is actually associated with a long life, with reduced all causes of mortality. It's associated with health and lifespan. So how do we optimize our grip strength? What's important to know is grip strength is a really simple objective measure of how active we are in life. It's not specific to how many jars we can open. It's how much lifting, pushing, pulling, and carrying we are doing on a somewhat regular basis. And people that are doing those things regularly have more grip strength than people who are not. So it's a measure of our overall activity, but just looking at grip strength is a great way to tell us how active you are. Now, this is a flex bar. A flex bar comes in different brands and different strengths, and it is an excellent tool for improving our grip strength. And I use it often with clients in the clinic, including after different surgeries of the arm, could be the shoulder, elbow, or wrist. And we know that our grip really happens in our forearms. So these muscles on the inner arm are the muscles that have the most power and strength for opening those jars and carrying those heavy bags of groceries. And it's the last two fingers, the little finger and the ring finger, where we get most of that grip power. Now, we do need both sides of the forearm to be worked, so we're going to do that with this flex bar. So I'm holding it, one hand up, one hand down, and I'm going to rotate my wrists away from each other, hold for about 3 seconds, and slowly return. So this is working wrist extension, and there's a fair amount of resistance in this green flex bar. Taking our time, holding that tension, and this is working the outer part of the elbow. So tennis elbow or lateral epicondylitis, this is a helpful exercise for that. Return. So we're building up some resilience and strength in those forearm muscles. And I would do 10 repetitions of a 3-second hold, slowly releasing. And then we're going to turn the opposite direction. So now we're rotating the wrists inward. And that's going to work more the inside part of the forearm. So wrists turning inward. Again, 3-second hold, slowly release. There'll be a link for these flex bars down below if you're curious where to get them. I order everything on Amazon for ease and convenience. Great. Okay. So that was working wrist extension and wrist flexion while holding on to the flex bar. So that was a great grip exercise. And now we're going to grab the bar with our palms facing down and our elbows in and break the bar down and then return. So I call these frowny faces. So we're doing our frowny faces first. I would do 10 frowny faces. You would be surprised how much strength this takes. And then palms up. Break the bar up for our happy faces. And always come last because I like to finish on a happy face. It's one of my idiosyncrasies, breaking the bar up. So we're working the rotators within the wrist and forearm. So we did extension and flexion, and here with the frowny faces and happy faces, we're working the rotation. So that rotation to open doors, open jars, open knobs, that's really helpful with that flex bar. It's a really wonderful tool, and there's even more things we can do with it than that. So now I have a light weight, and if you're just starting these out, I would start with 1, maybe 2 pounds at the most. And you can rest your forearm on your knee or your thigh, and then holding the weight in. Let the weight curl down in the fingers and then curl it up. Let it curl down in the fingers and then up. So we're working this flexion side of the forearm, isolating that for somewhat better grip. Good. Again, I would do 10 repetitions there. And then you can grab the dumbbell by the end. So if you can wrap your hand all the way around it, great. If you need to grab up a little higher, that's fine. And we're going to do rotation again. So rotating open one way, rotating close the other. So we get a big stretch through the forearm here. But again, I'm having to hold tight to do that. Great. Excellent. I would do 10 of those. Again, you can start at 1 to 2 pounds. And now here's where it gets really functional and really practical, is every exercise video that you do, every time you are lifting something and holding it in your hands, I'll do a single deadlift here off to one side and I'm holding and gripping the weight. That is working your grip strength. Every single time you're curling a weight up, that is working your grip strength. If you're pressing it overhead or you're doing a row or you're reaching back, that is working your grip strength. So every time you have weight in your hand that you have to hold it so it doesn't fall out, that's working your grip strength. Carrying like this is one of the most functional ways to work that. Grabbing as heavy a weight as you can and try to carry it for maybe 10 paces forward and 10 paces backward and build up that strength just to hold something heavy. That improves our ability to carry our groceries and the things I know about luggage and all those things that tend to be pretty heavy at our side, and that works our grip strength. Another thing you'd be maybe surprised to know that can work the grip strength and the forearms is to be in hands and knees position with the fingers spread. So just pressing through the forearms like this is working the forearms and wrists. When you go into a plank, your muscles for your grip strength are also working. So planks and weight through the forearms are going to help you get that grip strength also. Anything pushing, anything pulling, anything lifting or carrying is going to assist your grip strength. So those were some basic, simple exercises to isolate it, but every time you push, pull, lift, and carry, you're working your grip strength. And I'm willing to bet that's in all of your exercise programs that you're doing, so you don't need to worry about it. Hey, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.